What's good everyone, Lemonade Gang here, back with another video, and this one is a discussion, or rather, me rallying about the current state of HSR and what I hope can happen for the future with this game that I so love. I wanted to give it a while before recording to see if my feelings might change. They haven't. By now, we've all seen the Casterus leaks, and this does not bode well for the future of power creep. Deny it all you want, but power creep does exist, and it is harming this game more than others, where skill expression can offset the dramatic power spike. So, why do we need to talk about this? It's simple. Hoyoverse dominate and influence this market. Deny it all you want, but there's a reason Genshin has maintained relevancy 5 years since release, despite its scummy monetization decisions. At the start of HSR, we all praised them for their generous nature. More pulls were being given. It was easier to summon for characters. Less pressure. They even gave away a 5-star for free.
Pardon the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
Which was unheard of at that time. But at some point, when does it stop being generous? If you were given 100 pulls and it takes 100 summons to get the character, is that really generous? A better example, HSI gives you 10 to 20 pulls each patch for free. Pretty generous, but you need 80 pulls to guarantee the new character. Same with the weapon banner. Sure, it's more lenient at 75-25, but there's still a chance of losing the character's best in slot. Wuthering Waves on the other hand, you are 100% guaranteed to get the weapon, ensuring you can then focus on saving or pulling on the latest character. Take a look at Genshin for Hoyo's Gacha philosophy. It took a man named Tectone.
Why did you say that name?
Losing thousands of the Staff of Humble weapon banner.
Please. Fuck my ass, dude!
To force Hoyoverse to make a change. And I'm sorry, Tectone.
Why did you say that name?
If I changed your way, it'd end up being garbage.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
But it still got them to change it in the first place. That's the important thing. Hoyoverse can listen when they're shown proof that what they're doing is utter dog shit. Guess it's not a bad thing to be greedy and stupid, right? But Hoyo does things differently. Let's talk about Aglaya.
No. Wait.
I was hyped for this character. I still am. But I refuse to FOMO myself on her despite having her best in slot team. Why, you ask? Because unless you have E1, S1, or E1, S1, you shouldn't need to pull for these things to have a functioning character. Does she work fine at E0, S0? Yes. So, what's the problem? The problem is, she should work as intended at this level. She shouldn't underperform because you can't break the paywall. And that's not to say she won't get power cut by 3.3 at the rate the devs are going. Actually, when I think about it, she is working as intended at E0, S0 for Hoyoverse. She is intended to get you to spend money for big quality of life improvements, like they did in Genshin with Natlan. This isn't even taking into account the lack of 4-star options. If 5 stars are getting power creep like HSI is going into end of service tomorrow, how crap would a 4-star need to be? They'd have to be nearly as powerful as Ling Xia, if not more. Look, I know this next take is controversial, but characters like Acheron and V Herta are well-designed characters. They're strong as hell, and rightly so. These are emanators. HSI has big powerhouses. And it shows. They add new powerful elements to team building, but you still have to cater to their preferences. Acheron needs 2 of the abilities to get max value, whereas V Herta needs at least 1 of her erudition. Both downsides in their own way, but they have quality of life locked behind Eidolons. Otherwise, they'd be too insane and the devs would have to power creep these units even harder. In my opinion, the real problem started with Silverwolf. Implanting weakness is where I believe the power creep issue started, and led to Hoyo getting more adventurous with how they can profit off it. If you can bypass a big mechanic of the game as easily as Firefly or Boot Hill by simply using a skill, where does it end? You can't make units who don't ignore weakness types because they'll be seen as weaker and not worth pulling, thus eating into that sweet revenue for Dewey's second nuclear reactor. I'm always super confused when people complain an upcoming character isn't broken beyond belief. It's like they actually want power creep while being the staunchest advocate for fair and balanced character design. It's okay to have units who aren't as powerful as emanators, and we need to normalize this as a player base. I'm always super confused when people say, "It's a free game, stop complaining." When in reality, it isn't really free. You can free to play as much as you want, but eventually you'll reach a wall that will undoubtedly have an incentive for you to spend money. Take a restaurant for example. It's free to enter, but if you want to enjoy the very best food it has to offer, then you gotta be prepared to have a menu shoved into your face. It's a gacha game.
Come on.
What did you expect?
It's why CCs such as myself always say, be careful with your spending. And if they aren't, they probably should. It's just a nice thing to do. And while these shiny new characters and fresh mechanics may seem good in the short term, if you stay on that short-term mindset, the long-term profits and player retention will struggle as you drive them away from how greedy you're being. So, you're probably asking, why is all this important? This company is worth billions. Other companies will be influenced by the success Hoyo had in the past, and the success they'll possibly have in the future. If it's still working for Genshin, why wouldn't it work for us? Hoyoverse are the forerunners in this genre, whether you want to admit it or not. Their success speaks for itself, but that shouldn't make them void of criticism. In fact, they should be held to the highest criticism possible. It's why all the stupid things you see them put into their games, case in point, the 50-50 weapon banners,
Fuck!
could find their way into other companies and games. I don't know about you, but as a player, I don't want to deal with these flaws in other games. It's why, once again, the Casteris universal buff. If this is allowed to go through, make it through the beta into the finished product, it sets such a dangerous precedent for the rest of gacha games. And I'm pretty sure some people will still say, if you don't like the game so much, why do you keep playing it? Because Chuckle Nuts, I like the game. Now, will Hoyoverse change their game design for the better? I won't hold out too much hope for Genshin at this point, but Honkai Star Rail, and especially Zenless Zone Zero, have shown potential promises of changes. Maybe they'll adapt better monetization strategies and treat the player base with the respect we deserve. After all, what is a company without its players? But don't accept half-assed efforts when they are clearly capable of better changes. Before you click off, I just want to say, thanks for reaching the end of the video. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, lets me know I'm doing something right. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and like always, stay refreshing.